Welcome to the Transformation Institute's podcast for change. Here is our host, Omari Jahi Aton.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Transformation Institute podcast for change. I'm your host, Omari Jahi Aton. We're here again Thursday night, and we have another hot topic that we want to talk about. You know, one of my co-hosts, she brought up this YouTube video that Steve Harvey had sent out. Now, Steve Harvey is not one of my greatest people, but he brought out this video. But first, let me just introduce all of my co-hosts. We got cousin Brenda here today, and we got Kim and Vanessa. Put y'all virtual hands together for them, huh?
Hi.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show this video that Steve Harvey put out that kind of speaks to what we're going to be talking about tonight. All right, so hold on one second. Here we go. Share my screen. Where is it? Oh, here we go. It's here. Oops, nope, not that. I guess it could be there. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm not getting the audio. Hold on, y'all. Oh, there it is. Start it over.
Where we at? Did it disappear, man? Did it disappear?
No, it was still playing. Y'all didn't see it?
No.
What happened?
We don't know.
We didn't see it nor hear it.
No.
What? Okay, hold on. Let me try it one more time. Hold on. Share my screen. Okay, we got the audio.
I'm disappeared.
You disappeared. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Where did Brenda go? Sharing was canceled. Make sure. Oh, okay. All right, let me try it one more time. Let me see my window. Got the audio. Yep. Okay, can y'all see this? Vanessa? Hello?
We only see your screen.
Ah, that's what's happening. Okay. All right, hold it. Give me a minute. All right.
Matter of fact, it was your email.
Right, my email. Okay. Now, here we go. Get rid of all of this. Why is all this? All right, here we go. Did Brenda come back? Nope. All right. I guess this is it here. Yep, there we go.
Small circle is a a woman with no friends or a very small circle is a very secure woman. Trust me, she's learned that quality matters more than quantity. She doesn't need a crowd to validate her worth. Her confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. She's not afraid to stand alone because she knows her own strengths. She's selective with her energy and who she lets into her life. She's seen the fake friendships, the drama and the gossip, and she's walked away from all of it. She's built a life that's peaceful and drama-free, and she's happier for it. She doesn't need to be surrounded by people to feel complete. She's comfortable in her own company. She knows that true friends are rare, and she'd rather have a few real ones than a bunch of fake ones. Her small circle is made up of people she can truly trust, people who have proven their loyalty She doesn't waste time on meaningless relationships.
All right. Okay. Brenda's back. Did y'all see it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. So that's the premise of the show today. You know, we're gonna be talking about true friendships and how Steve was saying how you don't need a whole lot of people, you know, around to I guess to validate you, to saying that you're popular or you're a friendly person because you got a whole lot of friends or whatever, you know. That's not a necessity. And he was talking about women, but I think it kind of goes with men too. You know, men, I mean, you don't need a whole bunch of people, you know, around you. I mean, I guess, you know, I really believe, and you all let me know what you think. I think that when you're younger, you go with this a whole bunch of friends, this popularity thing, you know, just like in school, everybody want to be popular or whatever. But as you get older, it kind of wanes, and you begin to realize that half of them people that was kicking it with you wasn't really your friends. A lot of them, you know, they was talking about you behind your back and backbiting you and stabbing you in the back and all kind of crap, you know. So what you guys think about this?
Let me start because this
started out because Brenda had
yes,
a good point about it.
Okay.
because I listened at this just the other day, and it just kind of teed me off a little bit because he was so insistent on she doesn't need friends to validate her and da 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 da. It was talking as if, to me, this is just my opinion, that women who have lots of friends need validating. Women who have lots of friends got a bunch of fake friends. That's what it was insinuating to me. And I'm just gonna say, I feel like I have a lot of friends. I have 3 chats that I'm on early in every morning. I mean, just throughout the day, I'll say one real early morning, but and they one chat consists of some of my old coworkers who I have not worked with since 2007. One main chat that I mean, I enjoy all of them, but one main chat that I have is about 7 or 8 friends from kindergarten. As a matter of fact, all of us are turning 65 this year. We have some of them who have already turned 65 already on that line. And we have a birthday party tomorrow for one who is turning 65. We have been friends since kindergarten. We get together, we share old pictures. One of the ladies in our group always has every picture from grammar school. We went to 7th and 8th grade middle school together, and about 5 of us on the line, 5 or 6 of us went to Westinghouse together. We're still together. That's over 50 years of friendship. And those are just ones who are on their chat, but we interact with other friends from kindergarten. We go to each other's families' funerals. We ask about each other's moms and dads. We have a few of us, I think it's more on the line that their mothers are alive. And we have, my mother has dementia. One of them, father has dementia. We share and we talk. And when one of our girlfriends is having a problem, we're right there. So when I heard this, I know that people say this often, and Steve was so adamant in his talk to me, like, you know, she don't need people to validate her. I don't need anybody to validate me, but I'm glad and I'm proud and I love it. And I love these friends like family. So that just kind of got me, y'all. So that's why I wanted to talk about this, because people, it seems to me that people put something out there and everybody started following it. Now, and I'm not saying, hey, some people, they don't, you know, it can be a lady that, you know, is standing on her own and let go of her fake friends, and she should, but I don't associate with fake friends. And if they're, I mean, I know that everybody's not my friend. I'm not looking for friendship. Some of my friends, their friends are not my friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't go looking to fit myself in. I walk in a room, I don't meet strangers, but everybody doesn't become my friend. So yeah, I was kind of teed off by that. Yeah.
What qualifies as a friend? I mean, I don't have a whole lot of friends. You know, it's a lot for me to call you my friend. Like, I don't call you guys my friends. Y'all family to me. You know, which is, to me, that's beyond friendship. You know, family, that's a little beyond friendship. But what qualifies as a friend? You know, because I have people that I can't even say that. It's not too many people that I put the friendship title on. I think in my entire life, I got about 3 guys that I would call my friend, you know, but I associate with a whole bunch of guys, you know. But what would you say, or what would you think that qualifies you as a friend?
Well, I call these people my friends because, like I said, we met when we were little, and even though there are some other people that we know when we go to reunions and we see these other people, all of them are not my friends, but those who stick with you every year, who you go to you said they're like family. Now, these people I'm talking about are like family to me, but in reality, I call them my friends because they are not my family. You know, I love them like family, but they're my friends. They're my good friends. And I've never had arguments with them. Even when we disagree, we can disagree. It'd be all in fun. I've never had arguments or fights or got so mad at them that I didn't talk to them anymore. So when you have people like that stick with you throughout years and years, then they're friends to me, especially if we never have a beef, and I can go to their house, they can come to my house, my family knows them, their family knows me, their parents know you know, I don't know, that's what qualifies what I call friendship, when it's just, to me, it's all love. When one of them tells us something that has hurt them, or someone dies in their family, or something happens, we make it a point to support each other and ask what they want and what they need. And I love that, man. And that's better than some family you don't do that with. So that's what I call my friends.
Well, I know Kim, I know you can't talk. So it's a little chat thing down there. Type, if you want to say something real quick, you can type it in, you know what I'm saying, and we'll put it up so people can see it for you. But Vanessa, you chime in, Vanessa.
Oh, I think Kim was going to say something.
Well, was she? Okay. Just talk soft, Kim. I know it won't hurt your voice.
I'm going to try to talk. You said what qualifies as a good friend. To me, a good friend is someone who will hold your secrets, who will be there for you in thick of thin. When you need somebody to cry or when you need somebody to lean on, they will be there. If you need food, they will feed you. They will be your person. Yes, you fellowship with a lot of people, but you can't call them friends. A true friendship is someone who will be there for you no matter what. You know, like they said, they your ride or die. You know, a lot of people, like you said, Tyrone, when you were young, you know, you want to be part of the in crowd and popularity. But as we get older, we realize that what's really important is that person that's going to be there when you are in a time of need, when you're in a crunch time. And those are your true friends who will be there to support you no matter what. If they don't agree with what you're doing or whatever, hey, this is what you want, I'm there to support you. When it doesn't work your way, I'm there to pick you up when you fall. That's what you look for in qualifications when you're looking for a true friendship. I hope you guys heard that.
Oh, we did. We heard you real good.
Oh, okay.
But
I totally
you know,
go ahead.
Would you say, Vanessa? I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, you know, I have my best friend was my what did they call him?
Best man.
My best man at my wedding. When I got married, he was my best man. Right now, I met him in high school. And so I only knew him for like 5 years because I was on the 5-year plan. So just so y'all know. And in high school. And when we went to college, we went to the same school, Lincoln University in Missouri. I left and came back home after a year, and he stayed there. And he lives in Missouri now. And so we don't talk as much, you know, and he comes to Chicago every night. And when he does come and we get together, it's like he never left. You know, it's like we pick right up where we left off, and then he's gone, and I might not hear from him. He might not hear from me for a year or 2 or 3, you know, but when we get back together, boom, it's just like no time had passed, you know.
Right.
That's why I call a person like that a friend, you know.
Yeah.
Where some people would try to be like, oh man, how come you don't? I thought we was friends. You don't call me. And I'd be like, nigga, you don't call me. You know, my wife keeps telling me I shouldn't use the N-word, so I'm sorry. y'all help me. I have to stop using the N-word, y'all. But I'm like, you don't call me. Why are you gonna try to guilt me? You know, this is a two-way relationship, and that lets me right there know that this ain't a friend. You know, this is just somebody that's trying to. Well, I ain't even gonna go into that because there's a lot of jealousy in relationships. Believe it or not, I've experienced it a lot, and I don't know why because I ain't got nothing. I ain't got, you know, and I don't know what people would want to be jealous of me for. I don't get it. But it'd be a lot of jealousy going on. You know, I don't know if you all experienced that, you know, and it's real hurtful because you would never, I have no idea why somebody would feel, you know, like I think I'm better than them or something. I don't know. I don't get it. But
see, that's what it, to me, it's all perception. It's all perception. But I guess, and I'm passionate about, I had a conversation with my son once, and it left this thing with Steve Harvey brought that back to my memory. I was talking to my son about something, and I said something about my friends, and he said, with his face frowned up, he said, so what? So you got friends, you think that's what that means. But I wasn't bragging on that I have friends. I don't do that. I really don't do that. You know, the only time I talk about it is like stuff like this, because I have heard people brag on and talk about the negativity of having too many friends. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't have a lot of negativity of my friends now. And I'm like you, all of my friends, the people I call friends, I don't see them every day, every week. You know, I do kind of see most of these people at least once or twice a year because these people have things, you know, and we go to their events or to their house just to hang out in the summer or something like that. And it's not a brag for me. It's to me, it's a blessing to have people that you feel like you love, like outside of your family, and you feel that they love you back. That's a blessing to me. That's not nothing to wear on your shoulder like a medal or a badge or anything. You know, it's a blessing, and I love it that, like you say, you can not talk to them for a while, and then when you talk to them, it's like nothing has happened. No time has passed. Ain't no animosity, ain't no madness. Nobody calling you saying, well, girl, you ain't call me. I don't call you. You don't call me. You know, women do that. Yeah. Those people no, you're right. Those people, they're not who I call my friends, you know. I mean, you know, like Kim, you know, she just, you know.
See, you just mess with Kim because she can't talk.
She came by way of bam, you know. That's how she got in there, you know. But she got in, and then I love her, so now she, you know.
You just wait till I get my voice back.
But you know,
I'm praying for you to get it back, friend.
You see, I don't know about women, but you know, guys are a little different than women when it comes with friends. You know, there's a thing about like my homie. Well, no, I ain't even gonna go there because that means something else. You know, I don't believe in the homie thing. You know, because that's well anyway. But there's men are different. You know, when I call somebody a friend, like I saw said he had only about 3 real true friends. You know, whereas Brenda, you got a bunch of friends from high school and this and that and another. You know, in high school, I mean, even after high school, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I guess I don't know. I guess it depends on your personality.
Personality, yeah.
You know, it's like my excuse me, my personality. I'm not a really outgoing person. I'm an introvert. I know some of y'all think that's weird because I'm a musician and all that stuff, you know. But I love being home. If I didn't leave home, I wouldn't have no problems. I got everything I need right here at home. You know, I'll make sure I have it, you know, because I don't trust people. You know, I'm just telling all my little business in me. But I don't trust people because I'm a real intuitive kind of person because, you know, I can feel people, you know, and you can feel fake people. I don't know if y'all like that or not. I can feel
Yeah,
them.
I think so.
And even like I'm gonna give you an example of something. I probably shouldn't do that because y'all might know this person. But I'll say it like this. It was my birthday one year, and somebody, whenever they called me, they would say, it was like a real, you know how you say people be spreading the butter on, you know, DJ Tyrone, the man, the master, the greatest, you know, he would say stuff to me like that every time I would pick up the phone, and I'd be like, why is dude saying all this stuff to me? You know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. You know, you ain't got to. We cool. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to call me the greatest and I'm the best ever and all that crap. You know, when you start doing that kind of stuff, my spider antennas start going off, and I'd be like, oh, wait a minute, maybe dude really got issues with me, and he trying to hide them by giving me all of these accolades,
putting the butter on. Yeah,
right. You know, and I don't like that, and so that's why I try my best to stay away. I stay away from people because I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to figure out that you got issues with me, you know, and for no reason. You know, I really don't like it. So I stay out of the public. I try my best not to mess with nobody and hang out with people because that's when people begin to start showing their true colors.
But see, you already preconceived. You already think like that. And maybe that's because, like you said, you are an introvert. So maybe that's why you think like that. But I mean, does any of one of you girls, do you come into when you meet people? Are you already thinking? I mean, unless they show you, like you could come in the room and see somebody acting up before you get there, and you already kind of say, I'm gonna stay away from them. But when you come around people, I don't think you come into a crowd looking, well, some people may come into a crowd looking for more friends. Maybe some people do that. I don't know. I don't come into a crowd looking for more friends. I haven't added a lot of friends. I haven't added many people to my friend list in years. So I don't know.
No,
I think I'm a lot like Tyrone. I'm a little intuitive. And if I get a feeling, first of all, I'm usually laid back. I'm just going to watch for a while. And then if we gel, we gel. If we don't, we don't. But for the most part, I have a problem with, and it's kind of like Quee said, you know, having people that you consider friends and you would do stuff for them that they wouldn't possibly do for you. Or, you know, sometimes you would think your friends wouldn't do certain things. And when they do it, it's like, I'm hurt and I'm over it now. And I'm just going to handle you with a long spoon, like the old folks used to say. A lot of people think I have a lot of friends because they see me with a lot of people, but I have a small circle. And I have, just like you have different groups of friends, I have different groups of friends, but at least it's always maybe one person in that group that you really gel with and you know they got you, you got them or whatever. But someone just said people are weird. Some people are weird. I promise you, some of the people who I have been knowing forever, you find out one day, like, who is this person? Like, where did you come from? Because you couldn't have been this person all along. Like, some people change overnight. I don't know if it's life dealing them something, but then they start tripping and you start like, whoa, what's going on? Those so-called friendships hurt. And for a while I would get in my feelings about stuff like that, but now I don't. It's like, baby, I came in this world alone. I'm probably gonna leave here alone. But I do have people that I consider friends, and I know it because they show it. I show it. It's reciprocity in our friendship, you know, and those type of things you look for. And just like one of you said, sometimes you don't talk all the time, but when you meet up again or you hang out again, it's love. Like, it's like no time has gone past and you know them, they know you. Some of my oldest friends go back to grammar school, just like you, Brenda. And some of them I'm really close to and some of them I'm not. Some of them, like, yeah, we grew up together, but it's hi bye. I have a lot of friends from high school. Some of them I'm close to, and some is like, hey, what's up? See you when I see you. And I'm fine with that. I think sometimes we try to make people friends who really aren't friends. They don't give us what we give them, and it's one-sided. And a lot of times,
do you really do that though? Do you really do that? I mean, I hear people saying that, but do you really do that? Can any one of you say that I try to make somebody my friend who I know one of my friends? Do you really do that?
And I think,
have you done that before?
It comes with the territory. Like I said, I have some people who I've been through the mud with, and I'm thinking we're friends because we've been through the mud together, and I'm thinking, okay, we're good. And then one day I'm watching and I'm noticing they're moving kind of weird and different. And I'm like, okay, something's off. And then I start, you don't want to do it, but you start sitting back looking like 1 and 1 ain't 2 here. And then you start doing the math behind stuff and you sit back and watch. And you find out those people really aren't your friends. And the truth always comes to light. You find out these people have been doing things behind the scene, saying things behind the scene, planting seeds that, you know, trying to cause strife between you and other people. And yeah, people are weird.
But, you know, I mean, I said this earlier, but I don't think we really touched on it. I really believe there's a jealousy and envious component to this thing. Like people can, you can meet a person and y'all seem like y'all hit it off. Y'all have some things in common. You talk and this and another. But as time goes on, as let's say God begins to bless you, you know, you get a job and you making nice money, and so maybe you can't hang out as much as you used to, and now that person is behind your back, but you don't know nothing about this, talking about you to your other friends and things of that nature, or associates, and then those people don't tell you that this person is talking about you. You see what I'm saying? They begin to see. I mean, it's all about, when a person is your friend and they are happy when you are successful, when things go right in your life. If you get you a good man and he's treating you right and this, that, and another, your friend ain't trying to downplay him and say, yeah, well, he's right now, girl. Wait a year later. That nigga, you better watch that nigga. And, you got people like that too. Y'all supposed to be stopping me saying the N-word, y'all. Y'all supposed to stop.
Well, we was thinking that N-word too when you was talking in that respect.
Right.
We calling them a nigga too.
Just say ninja. Just say ninja.
But
ninja. Okay.
I'm gonna say that your family does that to you. People do that all the time. This is what I'm saying. I think that you already kind of know this. All of this is my opinion from me. I think you already kind of know because you done heard them talk about somebody else. I think you already know that those friends are like that. And then when Vanessa said something about somebody was a friend, she thought it was a friend. See, I'm not talking about like I said, I haven't gotten any new friends in years. So I'm not talking about somebody that was my friend. I mean, I think your friends can change on you.
They weren't new.
No, but when your friend starts to change, if you really believe that was your friend and your friend started to change, you as a good friend, this just me saying, you go to them and say, hey, what's up with you? What's happening? Because sometimes people go through some stuff, some changes in life that affects them. Some of it is mental. Sometimes things are going on in people's lives. You have no clue. They get a little quiet and you may say they're acting funny, but they're a little quiet because life has been doing stuff to them. You find out that one of your friends was being abused at home. You didn't even know that. They was your friend. They were smiling. They was talking in your face all the time. Things happen. So I think as a good friend, when you call somebody a good friend, the Bible says to be a friend, you gotta show yourself. To have friends, you gotta show yourself friendly. Yes. So when you show yourself friendly, to me, everybody's not my friend. Like I said, some of my grammar school friends that are really my friends, we go hang out with some other people from our grammar school, and I can go hang out with them and talk and laugh with them. Those people are still not my friends. They are friends of, we all know them.
Everything you said is true, and I get that. But this was not the case. But
did you ask your friend? Did you go to your friend and ask what's up?
I had conversations with my friend.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All of that came back, and I found out why she was doing the stuff she was doing, and it proved that she was not my friend.
Okay.
See, again, that's why you can't really throw that friend title around as loosely as we like to. Because
this is someone that was close to me like a sister. So that hurt.
Okay, yeah, that would hurt. Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah.
But it comes a time where I think we outgrow friendships.
And you can do that too. Yeah.
I don't think you can outgrow.
You can. Yeah, you can. You can outgrow
the
friendship.
You can outgrow anyone.
Because sometimes, like, I have a group of friends, high school friends, and it was like I think about 7 of us, and one person in the group fell out with another friend in the group, and that person said she just outgrew the friendship, so she unfriended all 7 of us because of a fallout with one person, and then another friend followed that friend and pretty much cut ties with us as well. Well, cut ties, but strained herself from us because her and the person who cut ties are BFFs. So I understand what Vanessa is saying. When you have a group of friends like that, and one is more in alliance with another friend, So when that friend breaks off or outgrow the friendship, that person feel obligated to the person who outgrew the friendship and kind of distance themselves from everyone else just to appease the one who outgrew the friendship. So that person who claimed that they outgrew the friendship, you truly wasn't a true friend. If you had a fallout with one person, you distance yourself from everyone else. That doesn't make any sense. So I
Are
think we
you
need
guys
to
seeing the
understand.
comments? Are y'all seeing the comments?
I
Oh
can't
yeah, I'm
see.
looking
I
at it.
can't see. So I think we
You
need to
saw Peaches?
understand. We need to understand the word true friendship and not just friends, because true friendship is a different level of the friendship.
Right,
And you
right.
have friends that you kick it with, you you ha with, and that's that. But you don't call them like your true friends, like your family or your sisters or brothers. So
Right.
that circle is very small for most people. And yes, we have our set of friends that we conversate with every day. We go out, we fellowship and everything like that. Those are you consider your true friends. But the ones that you just fellowship with, those are not true friends. And yes, you do have fake friends who sit there and watch what you're doing. They get jealous of you and try to tear you down or try to tear down your happiness instead of asking you, hey, how you can get me on, or what steps you took to get to where you are. I'm trying to be where you are. I applaud you. Help me to get to where you are in life. When you don't have somebody that's going to help you grow,
Wow.
then that's not a true friend. That's just somebody you fellowship with.
Hey, these comments are bomb, man.
Yeah, they are, man.
We gotta talk
And
about
I
these
want you
comments.
guys
Wait
to
a
hear
minute.
me
Let me
because this
bag
is a
up.
passionate
Good.
topic. This is a passionate topic, and I think a lot of people realizing this. And so,
Yes.
and I don't think guys
Yeah,
have that bond like women have with their friends. And that's
yeah,
why I would like to
yeah.
get
I agree.
a lot of
Yeah.
guys' opinion on this true friendship, because most guys would tell you, hey, I don't mess with a lot of dudes because they
Right.
stab you in the back, they jealous. But if they really
I
think
think they
about it,
just don't mess with a lot of dudes. Dudes don't mess with a lot of dudes. Period. I think.
why
I
though?
I,
But
I
why?
can't. I don't know. I
No,
just
that's
think
not
that
true.
that's overall. Women do more, have more friends than men. I just think
No,
that. I don't
that's not
know.
true. Well, see,
But
well, I agree
huh?
with that. That women probably have more friends than guys. But see, the thing is that guys, we associate with each other. We don't. And then there are guys that will say that's my guy or that's my dude. You see what I'm
Yeah, kind
saying?
of like you said
But there
about
ain't
the
that
one
many
that
of
you.
them.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna be a
yeah,
whole bunch of
right.
them.
It ain't gonna be that many of them. Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Whereas women, you'll have a whole until they prove that they ain't your friends. You'll call a whole bunch of them your friends. Guys ain't gonna do that. You see, it takes years for a guy. This is just my opinion. It takes years for a guy to call another guy a friend.
And why is
Yeah.
that?
Before he would call another guy a friend, because we understand how time changes things. In time, that same guy that was pretending to be my friend or acting like my friend, all of a sudden, a couple of years later, he eyeballing my girlfriend, or he jealous of me because he want my girlfriend and this and that and another, and he pouring salt on me behind my back. I mean, it's all kind of stuff that go down, and you never expect this stuff to come out. But after in time, you begin to see stuff. That's why after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, like you said, Brenda, if you got a person that's still in your corner, that's backing you up and stabbed you in the back in that period of time, then you can begin to say, hey, this is my home. I mean, not home, excuse me. This is my friend. This is my buddy. Or this is my guy or whatever. But until then, like I told you, I only got 3.
I don't go.
Now, in
I
my
can't.
whole life, 3.
And that's okay. And it's okay. My thing was with the Steve Harvey thing was that when I read the comments, I'm telling you, I think I saw one comment out of like it was hundreds of them. They be saying 5K and all that. I couldn't read everything, but hundreds of them agreed. And so many women said things like, I only have one good friend and you can't trust nobody. And to me, I started feeling like some of these women are not the friend, the good friend. That's how I was feeling. I mean, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not talking about nobody, because what I try to do, and I tell you for real, seriously, I strive not to talk about other people. I strive to do that. You know why? Because you see it so much, and it's hurting us as a people. It literally hurts me. I got some people doing some work. It literally hurts me when a lady say, and even though I saw some of the comments, and then they are true, that a lot of women talk about other women and hate on them. That's true. You see it all the time. But I promise you, I try to just see people, even when they show a side that you don't like. So I'm only visiting here for a moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging out with some friends. Y'all got a friend who acting an ass. Long as she ain't acting no ass to me, she can act the ass. I'm not going to be in the corner going, oh, she just an asshole. And oh, why did, but we do that so much. And sometimes I really, especially in this day and time, y'all, right now, people are hurting. People are going through some stuff you have no idea of. So sometimes you see a lady acting up, and people do be jealous of you, Ty, even if you ain't got nothing. If you don't do, like you say, you don't have nothing, you know what they be jealous of sometimes? Because you got a little piece. Because you don't let stuff hurt you. You know why? Because stuff is hurting them. They're going through some stuff. People don't know how to handle it. I intentionally, and I ain't perfect by a long shot, and I ain't saying I ain't never said nothing about anybody, but I intentionally try to see the best in people. And I don't need no other friends. And when I see somebody, and they act up, it's kind of funny. Sometimes I leave there without, that's not my friend anyway. I ain't got to worry about it. I mean, some of my friends might talk behind my back. Guess what? I've never seen it. Those that still my friends, I didn't see it. I don't know about it. I ain't heard about it. It hasn't affected my life, so I'm good. And I'm not saying they don't, but I still call them my friend.
Well, when I go ahead, Vanessa.
Just said, he has 3 real friends, and he knew they were his friends because before he knew it, 10 years had passed and they didn't notice it. And that's one of the things about friendship. You don't have to force it. It's just going to happen.
Yes.
We got 50 years, y'all. I got 50 some years with like 10 people. 10 people, these same 10 people, and I'm telling y'all, no lie, we've never had a disagreement that was bad and that we walked away saying, I ain't talking to them no more. I have never had that with these 10 people, and I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And that's what makes me love them. And I really do. We got one, I'm telling you, she's going through something. She just this morning, and the stuff she said to her, it hurt my heart. I mean, the other people, everybody commented, and everything might not touch you exactly the same way, because we all different people anyway, y'all. Everything is not gonna be the same to us. Well, I might get pissed off at something. Somebody else might say, girl, let that go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I just think it was needed. It's needed. We need to love. We need to love more, man. It's
Damo said something a little earlier. Let me see where's her thing. I saw her say something. Oh, here it is. She said, some people serve their purpose, and that's all.
Season or a lifetime.
You see what I'm saying? And but we have to accept that. See, sometimes we don't like change either. We don't like change. We like stuff to stay how it is, but I've had a lot of people in my life that maybe they thought we were friends or whatever, but as time went on, I think I saw somebody else say, sometimes you just outgrow people. I think Damo said something about her group of friends changed when she had a baby. Just having children put you in another bracket of
getting
friends.
Married.
Getting married or something to that effect.
Getting married. Some people, single people who are not married. See, I don't care about that either. I don't care if I ain't married.
it changes the dynamic of your relationship with people.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
It does.
You know, and so a lot of, again, that's why you can't be so quick to put the friend title on a person. You know, like
sometimes, but it doesn't have to.
I mean, if it's a real friend, you don't have to. You should never have to say, "Yeah, this is my friend." I mean, unless you're introducing them, you know. And then that's almost like everybody. You know, if you had a class reunion, oh yeah, this is my friend from high school, so and so. Or are they really your friend, or you just introduce them as your friend? But they're not really your friend. We just use that title real loosely. Right. Because we don't have no other title to use for them. I got one that I use now. Associate. Hey, this is one of my associates. So and so.
People don't like that.
Well, your wife just introduced me as the crazy girl.
Well, she called everybody crazy.
And then our kids are quick to say, "Oh, this is my friend." No, that's not your friend. That's somebody you kicking it with. Somebody you associate with.
Exactly. But we done got used to using that term. You know what I'm saying? And these people ain't really your friend.
Looking to stab you in the back.
Sasa said some people don't know how. Sasa said some people don't know how to be a friend, and that's correct because some people will. I think me and you talked about this. Some people are brought up in households differently. Some mothers tell their children before they even get their first friend. They tell them, and everybody ain't your friend. They embed that in the kid before the kid even gets out there. So the kid is out here now, and somebody wants to be their friend, see something in them they like, but the kid got this thing. My mama said, you know, they don't even have to say it. They just kind of live like that. Some people, we don't know how they were brought up. So they don't. Some people really don't know how to be a friend. And that's not a bad thing. That's their cultural thing. That's what happened to them.
That's just how they was brought up. I think we were talking the other day, Brenda, and I was telling you how in my household when I was brought up, we didn't hug. You know, we weren't a hugging family, but we loved each other. It was a loving family, and we knew we loved each other. We didn't have to hug to prove it. And because we weren't a hugging family, we didn't hug outside the family either. You know, so it's hard. Sometimes if you grow up in an environment where emotions aren't being shown or expressed in the traditional manner, it makes you look like a standout. You stick out like a sore thumb because you ain't doing what other people doing. You don't act like other people. You don't carry yourself like other people do. So that makes you seem like you some kind of outcast or you different from everybody else. And then people start treating you different. And they talk about you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just so much that goes into the whole equation of it to where, man, I mean, I don't know. This is a hell of a topic.
That's true too.
What is this now saying these days people need to look into their parents? You know, Bam said the kids, but you know, we didn't listen to our parents. Come on, that's just that's just the way it goes.
Because the one person that I was talking about, my mom used to tell me, that's not your friend. She used to.
Oh, so your mom saw that and you didn't.
Call it out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but nah, because, and
Yeah. I mean, so we can't really, the kids are doing what kids do. What we did, what the kids, when our mamas and daddies was kids, they did the same thing. They didn't want to listen to their parents. So, but the thing is, and I think we was talking about this too, Brenda. Me and Brenda be talking a lot. Y'all just don't know. That you have
because I be needing a doctor.
you have to instill the information. You have to say it to your kids. But like I was telling Brenda, you can't expect them to act as if they listening to you because they ain't gonna let you know that they listening. They're not gonna tell you that they listening, and then they're gonna act like they listening, but they do. Because I know I did. I find myself quoting my mother and daddy left and right now. The stuff that they were saying when we was kids, little sayings, little words that they would say. I'm saying it now. I'm like, Dad, I done turned into my mama. I done turned into my dad.
Yeah.
So you that commercial where it
Yeah.
said you become your parents.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. And guess what?
That
Our
commercial
kids
was a
are
little
gonna
crazy
become
though. That commercial was a little crazy though.
You become your parents.
Yeah, that commercial is kind of crazy.
It's a little crazy. So I guess you inherit the crazy parts of your parents too, though, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Well, you inherit it all. But I do believe though that these kids are listening. But more than that, they're doing more than listening. They are listening, but they also watching.
Yeah.
Because see, we got some hypocrite parents out here that say one thing and do another. I bet not see you smoking no cigarettes.
Right.
I bet not. You bet not be having no out there drinking or smoking weed. I bet not catch you. How you gonna tell somebody what to do?
Wait, what is it? What is the saying? Do as I say, not as I do.
Do as I say, not as I do. My mama used to say that.
For real, But we just got to, again, you got to set the right example. You can't be out here buck wild and think you're gonna tell some young person how they should be and what they should do, and they looking at you. I had a friend. He used to tell me about all the school teachers.
Is that a true friend or just an acquaintance?
No, you're right. Thank you, Kim. I had an acquaintance.
Kim gonna ask people that now. Watch.
I had an acquaintance.
Okay.
And he used to tell me how all of his high school teachers was buying drugs from him.
Wow.
He was, how they had the drug house, and you go to the drug house and you put your money into y'all might not know about that.
No.
You put your money
I thought that was only on TV.
Look, I guess they didn't want that story told.
You put your money in the mail slot, and then they hand you the drugs out the mail slot. He was one of the people behind the door, and his teachers was coming to the door buying drugs.
So they didn't see him though, right?
No, but he saw them. Now, what kind of education they gonna give him?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We just kind of jacked up, but it's time for our closing thoughts, y'all.
Closing thoughts. Okay.
We've had great conversation. I think it was very enlightening, and a lot of the comments was the bomb. I love these comments that everybody was making.
Good.
But for my closing thought, I really do believe in friendship, and I would love to have more than 3 friends. I wished I could have more than 3 friends, but I don't trust. I don't trust it, and I don't like being hurt, so I refrain from it altogether. But it ain't like I won't associate with people. I still associate and go out bowling and do all kind of stuff, And those who present themselves friendly to me, I'm friendly to you too, and that lasts for 4, 5, 6, 10 years or whatever. Then maybe at some point I might say, hey, this is my friend, but I'm not looking for none. I ain't looking for no new friends.
Right. Right.
Because I get disappointed too much. I'll get disappointed. So I'm open. I have to say it like that. I'm open for new friends, but I'm not looking for them. That's my closing thought.
All right. Ladies?
Well, I don't even know if I'm open for new friends. At this old age, I doubt if you meet any new people in life that kind of fall into that category. But I won't say it's not possible. But at this point, I just think that anyone down the line will probably be acquaintances. But I think we all touched on something. People do go through things, and we all go through things, not just
Yes.
people. We all go through things, and sometimes we do have to sit back and look at the way we're moving, because we may not even realize we're doing some harm or
Right.
hurt to friendship. So, like you
Right.
said, to be a friend, to have a friend, you have to be one. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen. Kim?
Okay. I'm gonna be like Marvin Sapp, close the doors. Just close the doors. At this, like you said, at this point in our lives, I'm just gonna hang with the friends that inner circle that I have. And like everyone else said, you know, if I meet up with other people, they gonna be good acquaintances. But my doors are closed, and I'm gonna enjoy the close friends that I have, because you cannot let too many people into your world. You can't let too many people know your secrets and, you know you truly. So the ones that know me, they know me, and that's good. But to open up to other people, I can't. I don't have it in me. Um, I'm learning to be a good friend, as you know, what I'm looking for in a true friendship. Now I'm understanding what it takes for me to be a true friend as well. So my closing thoughts is close the doors. If you feel that your circle is full, close the doors and just socialize, fellowship.
I'm with you, Kim.
Okay. All right. Okay. My closing thought is I started this, wanted to talk about this because it did kind of, the Steve Harvey thing kind of made it seem like the best thing to be is to be a person that has a small circle. And that was just so not me that it kind of upset me, because it was saying to me that if your circle is big, then you're in some fake stuff and you don't know it. And it was kind of that's the vibe I got. But I'm an intelligent young Black woman, well, almost 65 years old, praise the Lord, hallelujah. But and I think that I'm intelligent enough to know, I mean, like you say, Kim, I don't see any like real new friendships coming in, but those that I have, I cherish them. I cherish my friendships. I enjoy them. And guess what? All of them, they don't all talk to each other. But if I have an event, I am not going to be one of those friends that does not invite those that I care for, because I know they're going to come in and everything is going to be okay. I try not to associate myself with people who just don't like people. Even if I got a friend who's quiet, they're just quiet. But I just wanted to put that down, that you can still be a diva with more than one friend. That's my closing thought.
Hey,
I'm a diva.
Mo said he found a friend in Jesus.
Hey, me too. And I think that's what allows me to be the friend I am. Cause I compared, hey, they got to have something to do with Jesus. And if they don't, I'm talking to them about them. So that's the bottom line. Mo got in there. All right. Okay.
All right. Well,
It's all about
I thank everybody for being on this podcast. Thank you, Brenda, Kim, Vanessa, Will. He was having some technical. He was on for a second, but we're gonna try to get Will fixed up so he could be on here. But thank you.
Okay, because we needed to hear him.
Right.
You were trying to take my place with the difficulty.
Tyshonda, Sai, King
Great crowd.
Danny.
It was a good topic
a lot
tonight.
of people on. Lane.
It was a good topic tonight.
Quee, Bam. Who else was on here? We had a lot of people on.
Ooh, that's a good topic.
I think that's everybody. Oh, Damo. We had Damo. That's my niece.
Said.
Yeah, I said Sid. We had Sid on here.
Right, family.
Yep. I even saw what's her name? Your other daughter, Brenda. She didn't say nothing, but she was on here.
What? Katrina?
Michaela.
Kia, get out. Kia. Yeah. She said Michaela.
What is it? Makia?
Melkia.
Melkia. Okay.
Yeah. All
Yes.
right, Kia.
All
Oh
right,
boy,
y'all.
she didn't say nothing about not having friends. She didn't say nothing about friends. We're glad. We're glad.
All right,
All
until
right,
next
guys.
week, y'all. We're gonna have another conversation. Y'all
Yeah.
tune in next Thursday. Make sure y'all share this with friends and family so that we can expand our viewership. Thank you all for being on. We'll see you next Thursday, 8 o'clock. Until then,
All right.
thinking for a change, y'all. We're thinking for a change. Peace.
Okay. All right. Peace.
Thanks for supporting our podcast. We look forward to see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. We also ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. The more subscribers we have, the more YouTube will push our podcast to more viewers. But until then, subscribe also for a peaceful mind. Your activity will reflect that peace.